Did you know that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month? In Michigan, 41.8% of women and 23% of men experience domestic violence in intimate relationships. The stress of holidays and world events usually cause an increase in domestic violence. We are seeing this now during the current pandemic. The COVID pandemic has caused an increase in calls for help. This is in part due to victims having to stay home with their abusers for long and extended periods of time. Abusers are using social distancing as a tactic to keep victims away from family, friends, resources, and help. Did you know domestic violence is defined by the National Domestic Violence Hotline as a pattern of behaviors used by one partner to maintain power and control over another partner in an intimate relationship? Domestic violence does not discriminate. When you think of domestic violence, you usually think of women, but men and children are also being affected. So why not leave? Victims often experience a cycle of violence. There are 3 stages to this cycle. The tension phase, where threats are made and intimidation is used. The explosion phase, where sexual, economic, and emotional abuse occurs. And the honeymoon phase, where the perpetrator says things like, "I'm sorry, I promise it will never happen again." This phase does not last long, though. The tension phase will start again, and the cycle will repeat. Because the cycle repeats, it is important to understand the patterns of abuse and violent behaviors, such as those seen in the power and control wheel. During COVID, the isolation tactic is being used to keep the victim from family and support. If you know someone experiencing domestic violence, please reach out and support for them. If you are a victim, know that you are not alone. You should seek local shelters and call the domestic violence hotline or text "Love Is" to 22522. There is a national signal for help that you can use and look for when video calling with your loved ones. You can use this to silently show you need help and want someone to check in. Remember, you are not alone.